Hello people of the internet, it is Mel and welcome back for a new video, or if you're new to my channel then hi, I'm Mel and I'm basically an extremely weird nerd obsessed with Dan, Phil, and anime who puts their life on the internet for people to laugh at. Wow, that's my life in a sentence. Alright. Okay, on with the video. So, I have a few stories to share with you guys today, and one is about my little camping experience that I had 2 weeks ago, and now, since I went camping 2 weeks ago, before that I hadn't been camping for 4.5 years, so it was basically like a new thing for me, and I was really excited because last time I went camping, it was with my Girl Scout troop, and we went camping with my older brother's Boy Scout troop. And so this was a little different because this was just my family and my aunt and uncle. So it was really nice though. I had a lot of fun. And basically, here's what happened. It was a 2.5 hour drive. So that was fun. I had music. So we're good. And once we got there, we basically just set up. We talked with my aunt and uncle for a while. We hung out basically. And then later in the day, we cooked dinner, had dinner, and then we basically just sat around the fire and we talked, and it was really nice. We had s'mores, hung out, it was great. Went to bed at like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and then in the morning, my body is just like, oh hey, let's play this practical joke, and have her get up at 6:30 in the morning while everyone else is still asleep. So I got up at 6:30 in the morning, and stayed up. Because I couldn't go back to sleep. It wasn't fun. Okay. I am not an early bird. I'm a night owl, okay? So I typically don't get out of bed till 10 o'clock. So I didn't like that. But then that day was a lot of fun because got up, got dressed, and you had breakfast and stuff. And then we played a tournament of a ladder ball, and I kind of suck at that game. Okay, I don't kind of suck. I suck at that game, but it was really fun. I actually kind of got points, guys. I got a couple 3s, I got a couple 2s, I got a couple 1s. I did okay for not playing for like forever. It was... One game was me and my aunt against my dad and my little brother. Another game was me and my cousin, who ended up coming that first night, and against my dad and my little brother. And then there was another game that I didn't play. And it was fun. It was fun. And then after our little tournament, we got our swimsuits on and stuff, and we went tubing, and I have never been tubing before, so this was a completely new experience, and it was really, really fun. We got all the tubes clipped together, and so then came the task of trying to get into it. So as I was trying to get myself situated, my tube just completely flipped over, and I landed on a bunch of rocks. Because the water was like a foot deep, if that. It was really shallow the whole way through, and it was a 2-hour tubing ride, so it was really fun, really relaxing. We kept like bumping into rocks, and rocks kept coming to us, and so it was really funny trying to get off the rocks because everybody kept getting stuck on them. And if a rock came under us and like we felt it, we'd just like bounce up and then be like, found a rock, or there was a rock, and it was really funny. It was a lot of fun. Then after our fun tubing adventure, which I really want to do again because that was awesome, we went back to our campsite and we relaxed a bit, and then we cooked dinner, and we made foil packs that night for dinner, and they were good. If you don't know what they are, they basically, you take foil, you can put like meat in there, different vegetables and stuff in there, and then you cook it over the fire. And it was really good. I love foil pack. Every time we make them, I always love them. And I've only had them a few times, but I really like them. You'd like them. And then after dinner, we sat around the fire again, hung out, and made more s'mores. And then Dan and Phil kept getting brought up, and so I told my aunt and uncle who they were because they didn't know who they were, so I told them, hey, they're these YouTubers and stuff, and how I went and saw them on tour when they came to Milwaukee, and then my uncle kept like messing up their names, and it was really funny. But then all weekend I got the joy of getting made fun of for Dan and Philip because my family does it all the time. And then that was basically that. I got traumatized though on Sunday morning because as we were packing up, it was raining, so like my cot ended up getting all wet, my sleeping bag got wet, and so like my whole back was just like completely soaked when I got up, and that part wasn't fun. But as we were packing everything up, I put my swimsuit in my bag, and then I went and grabbed my older brother's swim trunks till I lifted them up to give to him, and then you see like 20 like little ant things just crawling around on the bottom of the tent. But then I look at his swim trunks, I realize they weren't ants. Nope, there had to have been like at least like 100 little tiny spiders crawling around on my brother's swim trunks. And so I just kind of freaked out a little bit, gave the trunks to my brother, who said they were ants, and I knew they weren't. I know a spider when I see a spider. My dad even said they were spiders. And so there was like 100 on his trunks, like 20 just sitting on the bottom of the tent. And when I got home, I found out on my leg I had a gigantic spider bite, and it was awful. I literally slept with spiders. I hate spiders. Okay, yesterday I was in the bathroom in my house, okay, and just out of nowhere, I don't even know where they came from, but out of nowhere, all of a sudden this black spider that had to have been like that big, like the size of a quarter or a nickel, it was fairly big, just started crawling around. And so one of them, I had to take a Kleenex, and then I just kind of got it on the Kleenex because it was on the floor, and then threw it in the toilet, and it was like 2 inches away from my hand, and I was about to scream. I had a mini heart attack when I found those 2 spiders, so that was difficult. Oh man, my adventures. And then one last story that I have for you is last night, okay? I have advice. Don't sit on your legs. I say that because I do it all the time. I should really learn by now. But I do it all the time, and I was doing it last night because I was just on my phone, and then I was on my bed, right over there, and sitting on my legs. And then my leg felt like, my right leg felt like it was starting to go numb. So like, I took my hand and like touched my foot because it felt numb. And it felt like I was touching my bed. I wasn't touching my bed. I was touching my foot. My foot had completely lost all possible feeling to it. I couldn't feel a thing that was touching my foot. And so I had to like look like, am I actually touching my foot? And then I had to like, and I couldn't move my foot either. I couldn't move my leg because my entire leg was so numb and I couldn't feel it. So I had to take my hand, I had to lift my leg and just put it in front of me, and it was like stuck in this one position, like my foot was just kind of like this, and it was really uncomfortable, and it really hurt, and it was just all numbing, and then I started tingling a lot. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, okay? If you enjoyed it, you can click that thumbs up button. You can click right there to subscribe to me if you want to see more of my face. You can also click right there to watch my last video, which was a little mini vlog with my friends. We went ice skating, we hung out, and that was that. It was really short though, so I do hope to do more vlogs in the future, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you guys next week. Stay you and stay classy, guys. Bye.